remote span is a great technology. Here's the challenge. Local span assumes that the protocol analyzer can be physically plugged into the same chassis as what chassis is receiving the data that we want to mirror. So the two have to be really close in proximity, and we may not have that. We may want a centrally located protocol analyzer, or maybe that's just where we can put it. RSpan comes to the rescue. What it does is it mirrors the traffic and pumps them. The destination now is a VLAN, an RSpan VLAN. We send it over that RSpan VLAN. The receiving switch, the RSpan source, is a VLAN. The RSpan source is a VLAN. It says anything comes in on this port is going to get pumped out to the span destination port that would be local. So what we're doing is we're carrying our span session through a VLAN. Sounds tricky. It's not as tricky as it seems. It's not as tricky as it sounds. So traffic comes into the switch, gets bounced over to the switch, and it's pumped into our span VLAN as the destination, comes in on a new source, put a switch there, and then goes out a different port where the protocol analyzer lies. So this page shows us the step-by-step. Really, the thing to forget that you don't want to forget is you have to define your RSpan VLANs on all of the switches that are in between. You'd have to do that on all of your switches. That is significant. That is very significant. Okay? Let's see these steps 2 through 5, which are associating sources and destinations for the span sessions. Here is the device that is capturing the initial traffic that we want to pump into the RSpan VLAN. We define the RSpan VLAN, name it, make sure you don't use this for an end user port. Then our source is a regular config, nothing new there, but the destination is remote VLAN 100, which is this VLAN that we just defined. So now we're going to be pumping traffic into that VLAN. It's going to go through the transit switches that are participating in that RSpan VLAN. Then it's going to get to the receiving switch, which has this config that matches. But what's really interesting is the source. The source is remote VLAN 100. So it says, I get traffic that comes in on this, then I will pump it out to gigabit 0/2. So we carried our traffic through this VLAN. Now I probably wouldn't use VLAN 100. I'm probably going to use VLAN like 993. 999 is often used as the native VLAN. I don't want to have any problems there. But I'm going to do something that isn't usable and not like something is tempting. VLAN 100 is tempting. VLAN 993 is not so tempting, especially if I name it appropriately to dissuade the use of this for some other purpose. So that is your configuration for RSpan.